Good morning. Thank you for joining us in what I think will be a very fun and unique Philippine language learning experiment. This class is one in a series of monthly conversational classes that we have set up at Philippine Studies at SOAS for any learner of Philippine languages all over the UK. We just put them together and have these conversational classes just for fun, for practice, and yeah, to supplement the Filipino language classes we have at SOAS as well. This morning, we will introduce you to Alamat, and we are especially excited because this class will not only be a conversation in Tagalog, but it will also introduce us to the boys, as well as the 6 other Philippine languages that they speak and sing in. So we have 2 very well-seasoned teachers to lead this conversational class this morning. We have Ana Luisa Crespo, who is Luigi to her students. She has a master's degree in teaching Spanish as a second language, and she teaches Filipino at SOAS, the Foreign and Commonwealth Office, as well as ILAW, which is an online learning company, which she has founded in order to teach Philippine languages and cultures. Luigi is especially excited to learn more Philippine languages from Alamat because while she is fluent in 3 European languages, she has yet to learn a Filipino language other than Tagalog. So shame on you, Luigi. Anyway, our next teacher, our other teacher, will co-host this class, which is Vincent Wong I Ham Peterson. Correct? Vincent migrated to Germany 27 years ago to pursue a master's degree, and he teaches English and Tagalog in Germany through his own language company called Lingolese, and also in several universities in Hamburg. Yeah. He is super excited about Alamat and the future of P-pop, as he himself dabbled in music a lifetime ago and was, in fact, a finalist in the 2021 Metro Pop Song Festival.
Well, 2001.
2001 pala. So he's very excited
He's 20 years old now.
Yeah, that was before Alamat was born.
Oh. So, without much ado, I will hand you over to Luigi and Vincent.
Okay. Wow, what a wonderful introduction. Napakagandang introduction. Salamat, Christina. Thank you. And just a little admin before we start to make it easier for you to follow everything. If you go to the top of your screen, there would be 3 dots for options. Click on that and you would see a drop-down menu, and then make sure you have it on side-by-side mode. I think that will come up when I start sharing my screen. Let me just do it in a moment. We'll do it again. Wait a minute.
I think you need to start your screen.
I need to start my screen first. Okay, so wait a minute. Let me redo that. So now I'm sharing my screen, and if you go to the top, there will be those 3 dots. If you go with your icon to that, you'll get the drop-down menu, and then make sure you're on side-by-side mode. When you have that on, then my shared screen will be on the left, and the videos of the people will be on the right, so that they won't overlap, so you could see everyone. And then between the shared screen and the videos, there's a little slider in the middle, and you can move that left or right. So you can make the shared screen larger or smaller, depending on what you want. And you could, if you make the shared screen smaller, then you'd see all the videos on the right. Okay, is it working for all of you? Okay, wonderful. If you're on a tablet, that might be harder, but if you're on a PC, that should be no problem. Okay. So, Luigi, you want to take it away?
Well, okay. Maraming salamat, Dr. Christina Juan, at maraming salamat, Vincent. Magandang umaga sa inyong lahat dito sa UK. At magandang gabi sa mga miyembro ng Alamat na nasa Pilipinas at magandang tanghali sa mga estudyante ni Vincent sa Germany. Maraming salamat sa pagdalo nyo at excited na excited kami ni Vincent. Oh, Vincent, handa ka na ba?
Oy, translate in English, please.
Well, good afternoon, good morning, at good evening to everyone and all, wherever you are. And we are very thankful for this opportunity and would like to thank Dr. Christina Juan for organizing it. And Vincent and I are very excited. Oh, take it
Okay.
away, Vincent.
Take it away, yes. So, this is brought to you by Philippine Studies at SOAS, School of Oriental and Asian Studies, I think, University of London, correct me if I'm wrong. And then with ELAW Limited, with Luigi and me at Lingolese. So, going right in, sino-sino ang mga miyembro ng Alamat? Ay, nako. No? And for this, we have a nice little exercise for you. So, if you go to
I will
this,
have to share it sa chat, Vincent.
yes, Luigi will share something in the chat, which would be this link to WordWall. And if you click on that, you will end up on a screen that would look like this.
Yeah, and we're hoping that you can beat the record of. Yeah, you have to put your name.
You have to put your name in.
It could be anonymous.
So I'll put in Vincent.
Who is the record holder at 22.8 seconds, huh?
And then you get in. So you guys have to do it yourself on your computer. You click on that link and you end up in this quiz where you start it and then you will find a picture of one of the boys and you have to identify who it is. Okay. So guys from Alamat, of course, you can also join. And let's see who gets the fastest. You can do it again and again after the quiz. You can do it again if you want. We'll give you a few minutes to do it, and let's see if you can get it right at the end.
22.8
Okay?
is what to beat, huh?
22 seconds ang record ko, no?
Oh, 22.
Yeah, but I was doing it on the phone, so mabagal. Okay, so guys, do it now. And we'll give them what? 1 to 2 minutes, Luigi?
Yeah,
Okay.
we have a bit of time, yes.
Sino to? Ay. There are names on the galleries.
No, but you have to look at the name and then the...
Yeah, but that will take time.
Okay. Pati iba na yung kulay ng buhok nila. The hair color is different.
Sino siya? Valfer. Let me see.
Ay, nagkamali ako. Nako.
Oh, I got one. Tomas. Nako. Okay. Oh, wait. Your hair colors are different, ah.
Exactly. That's why you can't trust the zoom now.
I got it.
Do it one more time.
Ako, you should mute. You should always mute your...
Okay. I'm sure people will beat me. Matatalo ako.
Tingin mo?
Oo.
Ako kasi 45 seconds.
Would we see a leaderboard? Would we see that Gami failed, for example?
I got 4 out of 8.
Oh, that's good.
50%, pwede na.
Okay. So, has everybody tried it already? Who got all 8? Hey! Okay. Guys from Alamat, did you get all 8? Oh.
Pero ano lang,
Matik.
10 seconds.
Okay. So let's do it this way, Luigi. What do we do now? The best way to do realia, you would say?
I guess, yes. So how do we do it? Shall we ask the boys to
But
Say-
Gami's alone.
okay lang.
No, let's look at the group of three guys. We've got Jao, Taneo, and Tomas. Okay. One of you guys raise your hand and the others will have to identify you.
Alright, you start. No.
Oh, who's that?
Dalawang kandi.
Ay, dalawa. Sino siya? Sino siya? Anyone? Sino siya?
Si Taneo.
Si Taneo. Tama ba?
Tama.
Tama.
Yeah.
Okay. And then another one from you three. Oh. Sino siya? Hello.
Gamit
Jao.
Si Jao, of course. At sino yun man yung kasama ni Jao at Taneo? Si Mo?
Nandito ko dun eh.
Okay. What about the group? Yun. Sino yun?
Si Thomas.
Si Thomas.
Yes.
Sino kaya ako? Charot.
Si Thomas ba ang panganay o ang bunso? Ano ang panganay? Ano ang bunso?
Diba?
Anyone know? Panganay. Panganay o bunso?
What is panganay? Bunso is the youngest, right?
Opposite.
The opposite. Okay, probably the bunso.
Si Tomas Bunso.
Thomas ang bunso. Sino ang panganay? Sa tingin mo?
Love yung sabi ako.
Sino si Kuya? Sino si Kuya?
Wala.
Walang Kuya sa bahay Alamat? Meron. Balay Alamat?
Si Thomas din.
Thomas din. Panganay at bunso.
Ikaw pala panganay pa eh.
So, sinong may alam? Who knows? Okay, guys. Sino ang bunso? Sino sa tingin mo ang bunso? Who, in your opinion, is the youngest? You can also type it into the chat if you want.
Teka, ano? Alas daw, sabi ni Stella. Alas?
No, that was the panganay.
Pangan. Ngayon ko lang tinignan yung chat.
I think I'm just guessing.
Okay. So should we tell the guys to give us the answer, Luigi, di ba?
Oh, si Red.
Guys,
Si
yeah.
Red.
Guys, sino ang panganay at sino ang bunso? Si Tomas nga panganay at bunso.
Si Jao at saka si...
Pakiulit, Taneo.
Panganay at bunso. Yeah.
Wow!
Yeah.
Parang bunso si Thomas.
Mm-mm.
Big bunso.
Thank you po.
Nakakatawa nga ang mga reaction sa video ninyo when people are reacting to the videos and Thomas is the first one to come out in the video. Everybody says, God, are they 14?
Hindi, malalaman mamaya kung ilang taon sila.
Okay, so moving on, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Second part tayo,
Okay,
Vincent.
second part tayo. Let's magbigay ng mga halimbawa ng pang-uring ma. ma-adjectives.
Oo. Kung pwede, pakisulat sa chat
Oo.
ang mga alam niyong ma-adjectives.
Oh, one example. For example, Luigi, what's an example of a ma-adjective?
Maganda.
Tama.
Magandang araw.
It's a
diba?
ma-adjective. Magandang hapon, maganda.
Oo, ha?
So can you think of more ma-adjectives? And please put it into the chat.
Magaling.
Oh,
Ano
ano pang mga pang-uring ma?
Mahusay.
Ilagay natin sa chat.
Mabilis.
Okay, mabilis, mahusay, magaling.
Oh.
Ano pa? Mapogi.
Naku, matalino.
Matalino, masungit.
Oo, maganda yan, masungit.
Naku, Patrick, masungit.
Masarap.
Masarap.
Naku, very good, very good. Masarap. Magaling. Maloko. Maganda yon. Maarte, malinis.
Pwede.
Mahaba.
Wow.
Mahangin.
Mahangin. Oo.
Matangkad. Okay.
Mabaho.
Buti na lang inaamoy sa Zoom. Matangkad. Maswerte.
Maswerte. Okay.
Mabait.
Dito sa Hamburg, sa Germany, maulan.
Parang sa London.
It's
Pero
raining.
ngayon maaraw.
Matamis. Okay. What about the others? Matalanta.
Naku, hirap naman yan.
Okay. Ang dami, there's so many ma-adjectives, and that's what's so wonderful about Tagalog, that we have those many ma-adjectives formed from the root word, alat, and then we put a maalat, then we have an adjective.
Exactly.
Okay. But of course, not all words that begin with ma are adjectives. Yun ang mahirap sa Tagalog.
Hirap. So, Vincent, may tanong ako sa'yo.
Yes. What question do you have?
Ang tanong ko sa'yo, Vincent, the question is, ano ang ibig sabihin ng pang-uring magiliw? At tinuturo mo ba ang magiliw?
Ay, sandali lang. I was supposed to write the ma-adjectives, but it's on the chat,
Okay
so I don't. Yes.
Okay lang.
Exactly. Anong ibig sabihin ng magiliw?
Oo.
Oh, does anyone know what magiliw means?
Oo.
Da, 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 da.
O, di ba? At paano gamitin ang magiliw sa sentence? Diba? Isang pangungusap. Paano mo gagamitin na magiliw? How do you use magiliw in a sentence? Di ba?
Does anyone know?
Pwedeng ilagay sa chat. Ako, nawala na ng nagsusulat sa chat kasi nilagay ang magiliw. Ano ba yan?
Magiliw, hindi ba yung Sundays ng Alamat?
Who was that? Who was that? Who was that?
Oh, may fan.
Si Jill po.
Yan, may fan girl tayo dito.
Opo.
Exactly. Well, magiliw could mean so many things, and that's what's so wonderful about this word. Magiliw could mean, ayan, affectionate, gentle, friendly, tender, kind, amiable, cordial, gracious, loving, sweet-tempered.
Diba?
Oh, that's all magiliw. In other words, the Filipinos.
Yes, sir.
Diba? Okay. And then we all and a lot of Filipinos would know this word also from the Philippine national anthem, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas. Bayang magiliw, pelas na sinanan, di ba?
Kaya ka finalist sa contest eh. Yes.
Okay, gracious, loving country, pearl of the East or pearl of the Orient. But according to one of our learners nga, ano ang ibig sabihin na magiliw para sa alamat? And RG, anong ibig sabihin ng magiliw para sa alamat?
Ang magiliw po, tinatawag ko siya sa fandom name namin, which is affectionate. Ayan, pag sinabing magiliw, mapagmahal.
Mapagmahal.
So, tinatawag namin magiliw yung mga fans namin kasi lahat ng mga fans namin mapagmahal. Yan.
Wow, ang sweet naman.
All their fans are affectionate. Sandali lang, RG, ang alamat rin ba magiliw?
Siyempre naman po.
Ay,
Siyempre.
sorry, hindi. Akala ko mapatas.
No, but the fans are also, of course. So, like RG said, it's the official fandom name of the fans. So they call the fans Magiliw because they're mapagmahal,
Yes.
which means affectionate or loving. Okay, and I think you know this word mapagmahal from mahal, right? Which means when you love somebody, or also means expensive. Because loving someone is expensive.
Mismo. Ganun na nga. Mahal
Okay.
na.
And we got a lot of ma adjectives from you guys. Some of them we put here. Ang ibang mga pang-uring ma ay inilagay na namin dito. We put them here. And so let's give a little test, Luigi. What do you think?
Sige, sa boys
Ano sa
ba?
tingin mo?
Sa boys.
Oo.
The boys a little test, and we will ask our students to write down the adjectives that they hear about the boys.
Okay. So, boys, this is what we're going to do. We'll ask one of you to describe an Alamat member with 3 ma words. So, for example, if I describe Luigi, I would say, si Luigi mahusay,
Makulit.
malalim, at mayaman si Luigi.
Sana all.
Okay? So, guys, we'll give you a moment to think of 3 ma adjectives to describe someone in the group. Okay? And our Magiliw fans have to write it down and remember who is who. Okay?
Sige po.
Okay.
Ito na lang.
So, who wants to start first, guys?
Alphabetical order tayo. Si Alas una.
Oh, alas daw.
Alas.
O si Alas daw.
Sino ba ang pipiliin? Kahit sino po ba yung pipiliin?
Oo, kahit sino sa miyembro.
Sige, si Muna lang. Si Muna.
Ayan, yan.
Una, mahusay.
Ay,
Mabait.
sweet mo talaga.
And tsaka malinis.
Ay!
O Mo, ano naman si Alas?
Para po sa akin, si Alas ay mahusay, siyempre, magaling, and ang dami dito, ang hirap pumili. Malinis din po, malinis din.
Well, if you have more, you can give us more.
Masipag, ano ba? Malakas. Lahat po ng andyan na positive dyan eh. Para sa akin.
Okay.
Matalino, yun din po. Matalino.
Yun. Oo. Okay. Buti na lang wala dito mga pang-uring hindi matulad ng bobo.
Wala po ganyan.
Gago.
Malang para maganda, di ba?
Oo. Okay. Gami naman, pumili ka dun sa tatlong grupo natin. Si Jao, Taneo, at si Thomas. Sinong gusto mong ilarawan?
Sa kanilang tatlo, si ano na lang. Si Taneo. Sige. Magaling. Matapang. Maginoo. Diba?
Wow. Ganda!
Yan. Gentleman soldiers.
Oo. Taneo, ikaw naman. Si Jao o si Tomas, ilarawan mo.
Ako?
Oo. Pick one. Si Jao o si Tomas.
Sige, pick na lang right-handed ako eh. So, si Jao. Si Jao. Magaling. Mabait. At mainit.
I'm hot. Oh my God.
Hot!
Sa atin, tag-init sa Pilipinas.
Oo, mainit
Summer,
kasi sa
the
Pilipinas.
Diba?
Okay. Jao, alarawan mo naman si Tomas.
Okay. Mabango.
Wow.
Masarap.
Oh.
Masarap kasama. And
Maalat.
Maalat?
Hindi, joke lang po.
Maalat.
Tomas, ikaw naman bilang panganay, pwede kang pumili sa alamat. Sinong ilalarawan mo? Who will you pick, Tomas, being the eldest?
Si RG. Si RG, mahaba ang bias. Mahaba?
Yes, di ba?
Mabait. Saka mahinhin.
Refined. Ika nga, okay. At RG, ikaw naman, ilarawan mo naman si Valfer.
Si Valfer.
Maliit.
Maalaga.
Grabe.
Wow.
Mapagmahal.
Okay.
Tapos, masipag.
At masipag.
Masipag. Ang galing.
Oo.
Ang ganda ng mga, ang mga pang-uring ginamit nila.
Kulang pa tayo isa, si Valfer pa.
Si Valfer, si Valfer kailangan mag-describe. Sinong pipiliin mo, Valfer?
Ako na lang
Pick Valfer.
Sabi niya. Si Gami, maberde. Yung buhok. Yung buhok.
Verde.
Yung buhok. Masipag.
Oo.
Maalaga.
Kilig si Gami.
Oh.
May 50 ka sa akin mamaya, pre.
Siyempre.
Oy, sandali lang. Okay. So, I hope you were taking down some notes because there were a lot of ma-adjectives there. Napakaraming mga ma-adjectives. Meron pa nga iba, there are even some that were not on the list, na wala sa listahan natin. Di ba? Merong mapagmahal. Okay. So, any volunteers?
Ang natin, pwedeng para patulungan sila, pwede nating sabihin na ang sabi ni example, no, sabi ni Alas, mabait si Taneo, ganon.
Okay, tama. Let me
example, di ba? Pero based on anong sinabi nyo kanina. So ano yung sinabi kanina, no?
So you can use something like this. Sabi ni Valfer, mapagmahal daw si Gami.
Oo.
Diba?
Oo. Pero yung unang-una, pag natatandaan niyo pa ba, sabi ni Alas, mahusay si Mo. O, diba?
Hoy, Luigi, you were paying attention, ha?
Hindi, nagtatype ako habang sinasabi nila.
And guys, I hope you remember what you said. We'll check with you. Okay, so I think I saw some people noting down things. Patrick, were you noting down some of these adjectives?
Oo.
Oo, okay. Patrick, sabihan mo nga tayo. Tell us.
Sabi ni Taneo, mainit daw si Jao.
Tama.
Galing. Ano pa?
Sabi ni Thomas, mabait daw si RG.
Wow.
Thomas, tama ba? Tama?
Apo.
Okay. Siguro isa pa, Patrick. Thank you.
Isa pa? Okay.
Isa
sige.
pa.
Sabi ni Gami, matapang daw si Taneo.
Wow.
Yes.
Galing naman ni Patrick.
Galing. Okay.
Teacher ni Patrick, no? Teacher ko kay Patrick.
Ako.
Ganon.
Magaling si Sir Patrick.
Okay, Isabel, you were writing down things also, weren't you?
Yes, I did, but I forgot who said. Kalimutan ako. So I guess sabi ni Thomas, haba ang bias. No, sabi ni Thomas, mahaba ang bias daw si RG.
Oh, tama, di ba, RG?
Tama po.
Okay. Ano pa?
I have so many, but I don't know who said it. I have sabi ni
Don't worry, we'll check with the guys.
okay. Mabango daw si Thomas.
Ah, tama ba? Mabango daw si Thomas?
Sabi ni Jao.
Oo. Sabi nga di Jao, buti na lang Jao, mabango si Thomas kasi kastabi mo. Okay. And then, I guess we can choose one more. Luigi, from one of your students maybe, or Christina?
No,
Yeah, I can.
si Stella daw gusto magsalita.
Oh,
Stella.
Stella.
O, sabi ni Thomas, mahinhin si RG.
Tama.
Galing.
Tama po.
Tama.
Okay.
Tama.
Okay. Meron pa ba, Stella?
Meron pa, sabi ni Walver, maberde si Gami.
So, another wonderful example of an adjective that is actually not a ma-adjective. Berde.
Naging adjective na.
Pero pwede naging adjective. Maberde, medyo somehow green. Okay. Okay, wonderful. I think we can move on to our next section, Luigi.
Oo, pwede na. Kilalanin natin ang mga miyembro ng Alamat at gagamitin natin yung worksheet na pinadala sa mga estudyante.
Yes, we will use the worksheet that we gave you. We sent you before. If you have it, kilalanin ang mga miyembro ng Alamat, which would look like this.
Yes.
Okay. Although we made a change in the first row here, it says buong pangalan, and actually on your sheet it says palayaw. Anyone know what palayaw actually means?
Palayaw, ang mga estudyante ko dapat alam yun. Well done, Philip.
Paki-repeat lang.
Nickname.
Nickname. Exactly. And then actually, when we were doing this, we said, formulate your questions based on these words. At it's kind of strange to formulate a question that says, ano ang palayaw mo alas? Medyo mali yata yung question, di ba? So that's a bit wrong to ask what's your nickname, alas. So we said, oops, major mistake. So we changed it to buong pangalan. Okay. So we'd like you to take a moment to try and formulate questions based on these words. You know, for example, the first one, ano ang buong pangalan mo? Right? So you could ask, and then we'll ask the members of Alamat some of these questions. So using these words, formulate your questions. And then, Luigi, how will we do this? We'll just pick one or a couple of students to ask any member of their choice, right?
Yeah, any student can basically pick a member and ask their questions. They don't have to ask all the questions, you know.
Yes, please don't. We don't have that much time.
We don't have that time.
No, but you could pick, I think, 3 questions that you'd like to ask.
3 or 4, diba?
3 or 4 questions that you'd like one of the guy to ask one of the guys. Okay. So meron. Do we have any volunteers? Exactly.
Oo. May volunteers ba? We can put it in the, if you want, who wants to do, volunteer, anybody.
Just raise your hand.
Yeah. And We'll do it alphabetical order, si Alas una para medyo orderly tayo.
Oh, sige. So we can get everyone. Okay. So a student can volunteer now to ask questions, 3 or 4 questions of Alas.
Oh.
Ay, nahihiya ang ating mga learners.
Ayan si Patrick. Go, Patrick!
Go, Patrick, go!
Okay. Hi, Alas. Ano ang paboritong kulay mo?
Ang paboritong kulay ko ay itim.
Itim? Okay. May kapatid ka ba?
Anim po kami magkakapatid. 4 na lalaki at saka 2 babae.
Okay. Sino ang pinakamatanda?
Ang pinakamatanda sa amin yung ate ko.
Okay. Ano ang paboritong pagkain mo?
Ang paborito kong pagkain ay chicken.
Chicken. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Patrick. Oy.
Thank you.
Okay. So, ang daming chicken. Chicken feet, lechong manok, chicken adobo. Basta chicken. Okay. And then, sino pa? Who's next on our list, Luigi?
So after Alas, si Gami ang tatanungin natin.
Okay. So, can somebody volunteer to ask Gami some questions? Wala. Nahihiya lahat. Jill.
Hello po.
Hello po.
Gami, ano ang paborito mong pagkain?
Okay. Ang paborito kong pagkain ay sinigang. Shrimp. Yon, hipon. Sinigang na hipon.
Harap. Nakagutom.
Ano ang zodiac sign mo?
Ang zodiac sign ko ay Aquarius. Yan.
Ano ang paborito mong kulay?
Ang paborito kong kulay ay madami. Pula, berde, tsaka itim. Yeah.
Ilang taong gulang ka na?
Ako ay 19 na taong gulang.
Salamat.
Thank you. Salamat din.
Wow, salamat Jill. Ang galing. Salamat kami. Ngayon, kay Jao naman. Sino gusto magtanong kay Jao?
Ay, alam ko yung mga estudyante ko dyan. Pwede kong tawagin.
Hindi ko tatawag. Baka shy. Pero baka yung mga iba gusto magtanong. Stella, gusto mo magtanong?
No, si Philip.
Sige.
Hello, Alamat.
Hello po.
Okay, ano ang paborito kong pagkain mo?
Ang paborito kong pagkain ay sisig.
Masarap. Masarap.
Yes.
Saan syudad mo?
Parang anong syudad, saan ka galing? Sa anong syudad?
Nanggaling ako sa Magalang, Pampanga.
Okay. Ano ang zodiac sign mo?
Ang zodiac sign ko ay Capricorn.
Okay. Ang zodiac sign ko ang Aquarius?
Tulad ni Gami.
Ano ang paboritong kulay mo?
Ang paboritong kulay ko ay kalimbahin.
Ano yun?
Pink. Pink.
Oo.
Kastanyas.
Okay, Rafi. Salamat po.
Salamat, Philippine. Ang galing. At tapos, ang susunod naman ay si Mo. Sino magtatanong kay Mo?
Yes, sir.
Si Stella. Si Stella.
Mo, sige.
Ano ang tunay na pangalan mo?
Ang tunay kong pangalan ay Aaron Joshua Baldos Mitchell.
Haba niya. Erin Joshua.
Aaron po. A-A-R-O-N.
Okay. Aaron. Okay. Aaron. Okay. So, ayan, Taglish na ako. Ano ang paborito mong pagkain?
Ang paborito kong pagkain ay dinengdeng at saka barbecue.
Wow, dinengdeng. Ang sarap naman.
Yes po.
Dinengdeng at barbecue. Saan ka pinanganak?
Ako ay sinilang sa siyudad ng Olongapo City.
Ang lalim ng Tagalog, sinilang. Olongapo City. O sige, salamat ng marami mo. Salamat ng marami, Aaron.
Maraming salamat din po.
Wow, ang lalim ng Tagalog. Teka, natakot ako doon.
Nosebleed ka ba?
Nosebleed. Ang susunod si RG. Sinong may gustong magtanong kay RG?
Next one is RG. Who's up for asking questions? My students, I know who you are, ha? Yo, huwag kayong matakot. Don't be scared. The guys don't bite. It's online.
Juanita is raising her hand.
Oh, okay.
My student.
Juanita.
Magandang gabi po. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Opo. Okay. The Wi-Fi here, it's not very good, but I will try. So, ano ang paborito mong pagkain?
Ang paborito kong pagkain ay pasta. At saka
Oo, talaga? Ano ang zodiac sign mo?
ang zodiac sign ko ay Scorpio.
Talaga? Ano ang paborito kulay mo?
Ang paborito kong kulay ay puti, tapos itim.
Opo. Ang cute-cute mo. Wala nga naman po.
I love it, Juanita. It's so wonderful when RG gave you his answer, you always went, talaga? Talaga?
Talaga.
Talaga? Are you sure?
Fantastic expression. Talaga? Yeah? Galing. Ang susunod ay si ang tatanungin natin susunod si Taneo. So, sinong gusto magtanong kay Taneo?
I'd like to ask my students to come to the fore. And you know who you are. Yung mga tumatawa ngayon, yun ang mga estudyante ko.
Si Sarah at JP ay hindi nagsasalita.
Oo nga. Sarah, would you like to try?
Let's go. Kaya mo yan.
Yeah, you can do it.
Yeah.
I'm not a good...
Can we pick?
Can we pick?
Of course. Sino pong magsasagot?
Pwede rin. Okay. But Sarah, you try first. You try first, Sarah.
Yeah.
I try. Ano ang zodiac sign?
Ang zodiac sign.
Zodiac sign.
Ang zodiac
Ano?
Ang zodiac,
Ano?
zodiac sign ko ay Gemini.
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 Feeling. Okay. Sige, Sarah. Isa pa. One more.
Ano ang paboritong kulay?
Paboritong kulay ko ay asul.
Azul.
Asul.
Asul or bukaw, di ba? Gusto natin malalim.
Okay, that's wonderful. Thank you, Sarah. Hey, give her a round of applause. She's just starting. It's like a few weeks of Tagalog. Yay!
Galing, Sarah. Oh, ang susunod na tatanungin ay si Kuya, si Tomas.
No.
Kuya,
Susunod.
tayo kay Kuya.
Yeah, be like.
Mr. Panganay.
Oo, ang ating Kuya.
Okay. Do we have somebody?
Oh. Clarinda, gusto mo magtanong? Or Soki? Clarinda, may tanong ka. Ayan, si Clarinda may tanong.
Ako na lang. Hi, Thomas.
Hello po.
Saan ang syudad mo?
Taga Tabaco City po ako.
Taga?
Tabaco City. City. Tabaco City po. Sa Bicol po.
Bicol. Ilang panganay? Ilang taong ka na?
Ako po ay 22 taong gulang na.
Okay. Kailan ang kaarawan mo?
Hunyo 27. Hindi ko alam yung 1998. 1998.
1998. Oh.
Ang asawa ko.
1,000, ano yun sa Tagalog? 788, di ba?
Pareho kayo ng kaarawan ng asawa ko.
Wow. Advance happy birthday.
Sa iyo din. Huling tanong. Ano ang
huling tanong.
Pagkain?
Ang paborito kong pagkain, Bicol Express. Mahilig kasi ako sa maaanghang na pagkain.
Of course. Taga Bicol, Bicol Express.
Yes, po.
Siyempre. Salamat, Thomas.
Maraming salamat din po.
Wow! Nako, and last but not least, ang tatanungin natin si Valfer. Sinong gusto magtanong kay Valfer?
Who wants to ask Valfer some questions? Oy, last na to.
Valfer or Marge or si Soki, kung sino gusto magtanong.
Hi, sige ako na lang ang magtatanong. Hi, Valfer.
Hello po.
Sino ang paborito mong singer?
Okay. Ang paborito ko pong singer or mga awit ay sa international is si Justin Bieber. And local is Juan Carlos.
Juan Carlos. Okay. Yeah. Ilang taong ka na?
Ako po ay 20 taong gulang.
Okay. Mas matanda ng 1 taon sa anak ko. Meron ako yung aking malalaki. So parang anak ka na rin. Parang anak ko na rin ikaw. Ano ang paborito mong pagkain?
Paborito ko pong pagkain ay pares tsaka sisig.
Pares? Ano yun?
Pares.
Beef pares, ganyan?
Ano yung pares?
Beef pares, parang ano?
Parang soup po siya na pwede mo siyang ipares po sa kanin. Depende po sa choice mo. Meron po siyang mami. Yung mami, which is kasama niya pansit. And then yung di ba?
So sabaw, may sabaw. Tapos karne, beef. Okay. Taga saan ka? Tinanong ko na ba yun?
Hindi pa.
Taga saan ka?
Ako po yung taga Bacolod City, Negros Occidental.
Bacolod. Oh. Ang galing ng Tagalog mo. Bacolod.
Thank you po.
Ha? Wala akong nadidinig na accent. Anyway, sige, maraming salamat. Salamat
din po.
Wow,
Okay.
Pares, pwedeng ipares kahit sa Vincent, di ba? Parang
Natatawa lang ako. I find it so funny with Clary. Magkaparehong birthday daw ang asawa niya at si Tomas, at she just left it at that. It's like, oh, what does she want to say?
akala ko nga, sabi ko,
Ako po talaga yung asawa niya. Joke
Oo
lang.
nga eh. Okay, so moving on, Luigi, what do we have next?
Ang susunod ay gusto at ayaw. Ano ang mga gusto at ayaw nila?
Ano ang mas gusto mo?
Ng Alamat.
Yes, and this is going to be a lightning round because what we're going to do is quite fast, and we're going to demonstrate it to you between Luigi and me. So we have here a list of pairs. Okay, so for example, tenga o ilong. Okay, so ano ang mas gusto mo? And you have to do, well, I'm going to ask Luigi, or Luigi, do you want to ask me?
Ikaw na lang magtanong sa akin.
Okay, so I'm going to ask Luigi as many of these pairs as possible. So, and I have 30 seconds to do it.
Oo. Pero ang activity natin, Vincent, to remind the students, the activity is they have to write down. Kasi it's
of course.
It's a listening skill exercise. So they have to write down what the boys will say. Huh?
Okay, so let's practice it now. I'll have 30 seconds to ask you as many of these as possible. You answer which you prefer. And then the students, please write down whatever you hear. And then we'll ask you again, what do you think Luigi prefers?
Hala.
Okay? Okay. So I'll start. I have 30 seconds. Okay. Luigi, anong mas gusto mo? Pinya o mangga?
Mangga.
Tag-init o tag-ulan?
Tag-ulan.
Lechon o paksiw?
Lechon, syempre.
Okay o bye?
Okay, bye. Okay.
Toyo o patis?
Toyo.
Plaka o MP3?
Anong MP3? Ganun, plaka.
Elevator o hagdanan?
Elevator.
Okay. Wow, ang dami. That's a lot. Okay, so that's what you guys are going to do. So one of you students will be asking one of the guys these different things that you pick. And can anyone tell me some of the things that Luigi prefers? Ano ang mas gusto ni Luigi? Was somebody taking down some notes? Ang bilis kasi, no? It's so fast.
Vincent, bigyan mo naman sila ng cheat sheet.
O nga, well, I hope you have something to write with.
meron silang yung workbook natin.
Oo, in the workbook we have this.
That we're looking for.
Oh, so you could put in yung mga gusto ni Alas, mga gusto ni Kami, yung mga ayaw or whatever.
O si Juanita said, lechon, MP3, pati elevator. Well done.
Yeah, ang galing.
Mas
Okay.
Luigi ang tagulan. Luigi likes the elevator, takes the elevator talaga. Totoo yan. Toyo. Kaya nga invento ang elevator para sa akin. Ano pa? Mga
mangga, tag-ulan.
Okay, tag-ulan.
Okay. Lechon. Okay.
Siyempre, lechon. Alam na alam ni Philip yan.
Yeah. Gusto niya ng lechon.
Oo.
Napakagaling.
Okay.
Okay. So you got the concept, right?
Yes. So who are you one of the students will ask? Who?
Yes. One of the students.
Una na naman si Alas. Hindi. Dapat si Kuya, pero hirap by age eh. So si Alas muna ang tatanong niya.
Okay. So who would like to ask Alas ano ang mas gusto ni Alas?
Oh. Sino gusto mag-work?
Oy, we can two participants raise hand. Sino 'yon?
You go ahead.
I can't see kasi.
Si Jill. Si Jill.
Jill. Oh, Jill. Can you ask as many as possible? Are you ready, Jill?
Ready na po.
Okay, I'll give you 30 seconds starting now.
Comedy o action?
Action.
Maaga o late?
Maaga or late? Maaga.
Puso o utak?
Utak.
Araw o gabi?
Araw.
Kape o tsaa?
Kape.
Tocino o longganisa?
Longganisa.
Lapis o ballpen?
Ballpen.
Okay.
Well done. Galing.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Luigi, let's go to the other boys muna before we summarize.
Oh, let's go. Let's do it first, yeah. All the boys first. So si Gami ang susunod.
Yeah, ako na susunod.
And Isabel wants to ask. Isabel raised her hand. Or Janine. Janine Isabel.
Okay.
Okay. Wait a minute. Isabel, are you ready?
Yep. Oo.
Okay. Starting now.
Ano ang mas gusto mo? Jeep or tricycle? Jeep or tricycle?
Jeep.
Okay. Tubig o soft drink?
Tubig.
Paa o kamay?
Kamay.
Kanin o pansit?
Kanin.
Litson o litson manok? Anong litson? Litson baboy o litson manok?
Litson baboy.
Baboy. Kaliwa o kanan?
Kaliwa.
Okay, that's it. Wonderful. Napakaganda. Ang galing.
Galing. Ngayon,
Okay.
si Jao naman ang tatanungin.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, let's go. Sino magtatanong?
Nung gusto magtanong. May nag-raise pa ng hand. Teka, tingnan ko yung chat. Si Patrick and then si Goer.
Okay,
so, let's go Patrick tapos si Goer, okay?
Okay, Patrick.
Okay.
Time starts now.
Okay. Ano ang gusto mo? Aso o pusa?
Both. Oh my God.
Chips o chocolate?
Chocolate.
Kotse o motosiklo?
Kotse.
Hipon o alimango?
Alimango.
Pera o credit card?
Credit card.
Lakwatsa o eskwela?
Lakwatsa.
Lapis o ballpen?
Okay.
Tapos na.
Tapos na. Okay, last one. Lapis o ballpen daw?
Okay.
Okay. Lapis.
Okay, well done. So ang susunod natin si Mo at magtatanong si Goer or si Marge. Go.
Hi guys, sorry, this is Marge. I'm using my husband's. Mo, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Ano ang mas gusto mo? Donut or hamburger?
Hamburger.
Hamburger. Toyo o patis?
Toyo.
Sayaw o kanta?
Both.
Both, okay.
Daya.
Kanin or pansit? O pansit?
Pansit, pampabang buhay.
Tama. Pizza or spaghetti?
Spaghetti.
Comedy or action?
Action.
Okay. Napakagaling. Thank you.
Salamat, Marge.
Thank you po.
Okay.
Salamat po.
Si RG. Sino magtatanong kay RG? Sino pa? Si Juanita. Si Juanita. I think I raised her hand. Juanita.
Hi, Bo. Can you hear me?
Yeah, perfectly.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, go.
Okay, litson manok. Itim o puti?
Itim or puti? Itim.
Puso o utak?
Utak.
Aso o pusa?
Pusa.
Kotse o motosiklo?
Motorsiklo.
Pool o dagat?
Sorry? Pool or dagat?
Pool o dagat?
Penoy o bulot?
Penoy o balot?
Balut.
Okay.
Lalaki o babae?
Babae.
Okay.
Tama.
Thank you, Juanita. Okay.
Wala nga naman.
Okay, and who else do we have, Luigi?
Susunod. Sino gusto magtanong kay Taneo? Teka, may nag-raise hand. Hindi ko makita kung sino naka-raise hand.
Wala na.
Wala.
Clarinda.
Well.
Clarinda. Clarinda. Si Philip. Gusto mo magtanong, Philip?
Sige, si Philip muna.
So si Philip tapos si Clarinda. Okay. Sige, Philip.
Okay. Ano ang mas gusto mo? Libro o pelikula?
Libro.
Adobo o halo-halo?
Adobo.
Tocino o longganisa?
Longganisa.
Araw o gabi?
Gabi.
Prutas o gulay?
Gulay.
Taginit o tagulan?
Tagulan.
Sa labas o sa loob?
Loob.
Okay. Ang maganda sa Pilipinas, taginit o tagulan, dadalawa lang, no?
Oo nga. Tipid tayo sa weather. Tipid sa weather, di ba?
Yeah, only two kinds.
Oo,
Okay.
easy to remember. So ang susunod, Vincent, I see Tomas and si Clary will ask questions.
Okay.
Okay po.
Okay, ako ulit.
Oo, ikaw ulit.
Hi, tayo ulit. Okay, game. Ano ang mas gusto mo? Mag-ipon o gumastos?
Mag-ipon.
Kanin o pansit?
Kanin.
Maganda o sexy?
Both.
Taya.
Mabagal o mabilis?
Mabagal.
Itim o puti?
Itim po.
Mangga o saging?
Mangga.
Sala o kwarto?
Pato.
Okay.
Ay,
Sige.
kwarto. Sorry.
Sala o kwarto, pato.
Pato.
Akala ko pato. Sorry.
Salamat.
Kwarto. Thank you
Pato
po.
o manok? Pato.
Akala ko pato talaga eh.
Okay.
Okay. So who else?
Please, si Valfer. Sino gusto magtanong kay Valfer?
Oo. Last but not least, si Valfer.
Si Valfer. Stella, did you want to ask?
Sige. Okay.
Stella daw.
Valker, anong mas gusto mo? Sayaw o kanta?
Both po.
Piano o gitara?
Gitara.
Club o gym?
Jeep.
Gym. Club o gym? Gym.
Club or gym?
Club or gym?
Club or gym? Gym.
Gym. Paa o kamay?
Paa.
Sopa o kama o sopa?
Kama.
Lechon o lechon manok?
Lechon.
Kaliwa o kanan?
Kanan.
Okay. Thank you very much, Stella.
Stella.
Salamat po.
Okay. Actually, come to think of it, I think we can divide the group into two teams. Isang kanin, isang pansit.
Parang ganon.
Merong mga pansit, merong mga kanin, merong mga lechon, merong lechong manok. Okay. I don't think we have time to summarize if people know. It's hard to remember.
Oo nga, ano eh.
Ang dami.
Ang dami. Si
Stella, you wrote everything down.
Ayan, sige nga,
Stella.
Kami ng sample.
Oh, Stella, give us a sample of what you
si
remember.
Tomas. Sinulat ko lang yung gusto niya. Si Tomas.
Okay.
Mag-ipon, kanin, sexy at maganda, mabagal, itim, mangga, kwarto.
Tama ba, Tomas? Okay, tama. Okay. What about the others? Does anyone know? Did anyone take down notes? Wala na, sa dami kasi.
Madami. Ako? Ano, sige. Si Clarinda, alam daw, pati si Stella. Naku, ayan.
Kay Gami, mas gusto niya ang jeep, tubig, kamay, kanin, lechong baboy, at saka kaliwa.
Wow.
Oh, ba? Tama. Okay.
Tama. O Stella, ikaw, may sasabihin ka pa?
O si Jao. Si Mo. Hamburger, toyo, boat, sayaw, and kanta, pansit, spaghetti, action.
Tama ba,
Perfect
Mo?
po. Yes
Perfect.
po.
Oy, thank you.
100%.
Ako pwede, Philip. Ay, Philip Tuloy. Vincent.
Ano?
Ako pwede. May
sige.
Si Taneo, kasi siya tinanong ni Philip, si Taneo, gusto niya ng libro, adobo, longganisa, gabi, gulay, tag-ulan, at gusto niya sa loob.
Sus naman, ang mga Magiliw fans.
Nabubuking.
Okay, thanks a lot. And that is our gusto o ayaw portion. Okay.
Okay.
So,
Yan.
ngayon naman, mag-aral tayo ng iba't ibang mga katutubong wika ng Pilipinas. Let's learn other languages because what makes Alamat so special is the languages. Diba? Because our boys from Alamat come from different parts of the country and they speak other languages. Unlike Luigi and me, we only speak Tagalog. We are disadvantaged.
Oo nga.
And one thing I'd like you guys to remember is we're talking about languages. We're not talking about dialects. I mean, sometimes I get like all worked up when I read people saying, oh, the boys from Alamat sing in 7 dialects. And I go, no, they sing in 7 languages because they're so different from each other. That means I don't understand what the other language is. I don't understand it at all. That's why the guys, they all speak at least 2 languages, diba?
Oo.
Alamat, because you have your own language and you also have Tagalog. So 2 native languages, or sometimes you learn 1 language first and you learn Tagalog later. And then you also speak English. So at least 3 languages ang boys natin.
Oo.
Okay. And knowing so many different languages makes you more intelligent. And also emotionally intelligent. That's been proven. Emotionally intelligent. So it's great that we have our learners here who are all learning different languages, learning Tagalog. And maybe this would open up the possibility of them learning other Filipino languages also.
Ako gusto ko matutong mag-Bisaya.
Exactly. Or Hiligaynon. Or Kapampangan. Or Waray-Waray. Okay. So we have these are some of the languages, or these are all the languages basically that the guys know. Don't worry, it's not a lot. It's just all spread out. Okay, so we have our Alamat there, and they have Ilocano, Bisaya, Kapampangan, Tagalog, Hiligaynon, Waray-Waray, Kapampangan, all of that. Okay, and so we now have a little word wall exercise again.
Alam niyo naman, medyo yung mga estudyante ko, alam na adik-adik ako sa world wall.
Yeah. Anong wikang Filipino ang alam mo? What Filipino language do you know? So, Luigi, can you put this word wall exercise again into the chat?
I will put it in the chat right now. Teka lang, ayan. Ayaw mag-work ng chat ko. Teka, reboot.
Or I can put it in. Wait a minute.
Teka. Okay. I think I got it. I've got it.
Wonderful.
Ayan, boys. Gusto niyo gawin yung world war? Baka mali yung nilagay ko.
were you able to get it in to the chat?
Yeah, it's in. I think. I don't know kung naka-enter.
Okay, I'll try and
Ba sila?
click on it also. Yeah, I'm getting in.
Okay. Oh. Walang
Okay.
record dyan, ah. Wala pang record. Walang record si Vincent sa World Wall na yan.
Okay. Ay, hindi natin nakita kanina kung sinong pinakamabilis.
Makikita ko, meron ako.
Okay. So, when you get to the Anong Wikang Pilipinong Alam Mo, just put in your name again to join and then click on start and then you can try it out and find out who speaks who speaks what. Anong mga salitang wikang Pilipino ang alam ng alamat? Who is who? Ooh, try it out. Oh, kumusta na, Luigi? Did you join?
Hindi, kasi ano eh.
Alam mo yung answers.
Alam ko yung answer kasi, di ba, ako ang gumawa. So, medyo addict tayo sa World Wall, no? Kaya, hindi naman tama kung sasali ako, di ba?
Yeah, but I saw that Patrick already did it and got it. Jill also.
Aba? Ang husay ng mga estudyante mo, Philip, Vincent, ha?
And Francisca too.
Wow, well done.
Okay. So let's see. I keep looking at the leaderboard to see if somebody's. I'm still the winner, guys.
You claimed it, ha? Ikaw ang kauna. Hindi rigged, ha? Hindi binenta ang ano. Okay.
Okay.
Well
so,
done. Okay.
Well done, guys. And so just so that you know how many languages, wait a minute, let's run through that again. Am I sharing my screen? Probably not.
Hindi.
Okay. So I'm sharing my screen now. Wait a minute. So who is who again pala? So who speaks Bisaya among the boys? Does anyone remember who speaks Bisaya?
Tigami.
Tigami.
Yeah.
And then who else?
Si Alas?
Si Alas, tama. Si Gami at si Alas. Okay. And then who speaks Bicolano? Tomas. Yes, Isabel was saying Tomas. Okay. And then who speaks Waray-Waray? Anyone remember?
RG?
Si RG, oo. Nagsasalita ng waray-waray si RG. Okay. At sino naman ang Kapampangan?
Si Jao.
Si Mo.
Si Jao o si Mo? Si Jao. Tama, no? Si Jao. Okay.
Kaya Jao pala.
Oo. Sino pang nakalimutan ko? Ilocano.
Si Taneo.
Taneo. And then who else have I? Hiligaynon.
Hiligaynon.
Sino ang nagsasalita ng Hiligaynon?
Hiligaynon.
Or colloquially known as Ilonggo.
Ilonggo is...
Valfer.
Si Valfer. Okay. At, okay, sino pa? May nakalimutan pa ba ako? Tagalog, lahat sila. Okay. And, what else? Mo, anong, galing ka sa Olonga po, di ba?
Yes po, galing po ako sa Zambales. Pero lumaki po ako ang first language ko po ay English at natuto din po ako mag-Tagalog. Pero ngayon po nag-aaral ako ng Sambal para
Wow. Okay.
Galing.
Oo. Nakakahiya. Tayo, Tagalog lamang. Okay.
Nakakaintindi ako ng Chibacano.
Puti ka pa.
Pero,
ako Tagalog. No, I have another language. Taglish.
Taglish, isa pa yun. Oo, magaling tayo dun.
Okay. So we asked the boys how to translate the following. Okay. So we have some...
Salamat sa kanila, sa Alamat na binigay nila sa atin ang mga ang translation, no, ng mga susunod na mga pangungusap, no? The
Okay. Yes. No? So we won't have time to go through all the languages with these translations, but we will provide the participants later on with the sheet that the boys from Alamat filled out for us. They did it already. Binigyan namin ng homework. Grabe itong mga teacher, no? Binigyan na ng homework. Oo. So, but we'll ask the guys now, magandang hapon sa inyong lahat. Just to show you how different the languages are. And I think here right now sa magandang hapon, medyo may commonalities pa. You know, there would be some common ground here. So Tomas, how do you say good afternoon to all of you?
Marhay na hapon sa indong gabos.
Okay.
Hirap.
Hirap. What about Gami sa Bisaya?
Maayong hapon kaninyong tanan.
Galing.
Galing. And Hiligaynon would be Valfer?
Maayong hapon sa inyo tanan.
Okay. Medyo may similarities doon sa Bisaya. Oo.
Dumadali. Oh.
Ay nako, Ilocano, I'm sure ibang-iba to. Taneo.
Naimbag na malam kada kayo amin.
Wala akong naintindihan. I did not understand the thing.
Malunggay.
And Kapampangan daw.
Maya paggat panapon kaya kayungan.
Wow.
Grabe. Mas mahaba, no? Ang haba ng magandang hapon sa inyong lahat. Grabe. And RG, what about waray-waray?
Maupay nga kulupay yung atanan.
Patay, isa pa yan.
Grabe!
Okay, so ang ano yan, Vincent, for sure we won't ask people to repeat at this point. No.
Okay. Question lang is, for the guys who speak these wonderful languages, you don't learn these in school, right? Or do you?
Doon po kami mismo lumaki sa lugar kung saan po.
So talagang by speaking it, but not it's not a subject in school talaga.
Recently po because of the
pero sa pagkakaalam ko po ngayon sa amin sa kumbaga sa kinder meron silang mother tongue na parang
Ay, oo, sa amin din, bagong ng DepEd.
Opo.
Wow.
Pero before po, wala po talaga.
Galing. Galing.
So basically, the guys are saying they learned it at home, in school, in their interactions with people, but it wasn't really in the school. But now it's changing, and now the children are learning their mother tongue also in school, which is wonderful.
It's fantastic. And then I think, Alamat, guys, you're starting a trend. I mean, I really want to learn Bisaya, and I can do it firstly through songs, di ba?
Yeah, yeah. Pero ang hirap mag-rap sa Bisaya, ha?
Mahirap nga. Okay. So
okay, next one. Okay, so we have something that's so common when we're learning Tagalog. Anong pangalan mo? And of course, for those who are learning it, they know also there's a formal equivalent. Like, ano pong pangalan ninyo? Okay, so there's the normal, informal, anong pangalan mo? And there's the formal one, ano pong pangalan nila o ano pong pangalan ninyo. Okay, so we just put in what's your name or what's your name, sir or madam. Okay, that's what I put in. Actually, dapat pinatranslate natin kay mo yung English, no? Oo nga. So, I'll try and change it later. Okay. So, anong pangalan mo? Ano pong pangalan ninyo? Let's start with Tomas again, with Bicolano.
Si Kuya. Si Kuya.
O Kuya.
Si Kuya ngayon.
Ano ang sa imong pangaran? Tapos yung isa po, yung may galang. Ano tabi ang sa indong pangaran?
Ay, okay.
Tabi sa amin is parang po. Oh, yun po.
Okay. Wow. So may po sa Bicolano.
Opo, tabi.
There is a po, tabi.
Tabi.
Okay. Sa Tagalog, wala kang respect yun. Tabi. There's no respect there. Tabi. You're to the side. Okay, but it's tabi.
Oo, tabi.
Tabi.
Okay, wonderful. And then going back to what's the next one? Bisaya.
Oh.
Si ano naman ngayon, si Alas.
Si Alas.
Unsa imong pangalan? Unsa inyong pangalan?
Meron bang equivalent for formal? Yung parang po?
Well, sa Bisaya po, hindi pagkakalam ko, wala po.
Okay.
Wala po, para sa tono po namin dinadaan. Parang gano'n.
Okay.
So they said there's no po in Bisaya, but it's with the tone of voice that you expect, basically.
Okay.
Parang kasi yung pangalan.
So to show respect, we use the tone of voice. Okay. And what about Hiligaynon, Balfer?
Informal, anong ngalan mo? Tapos sa formal, ano yung mo pangalan? Parang Tagalog lang din.
Okay. So I guess for Ilocano, ito, ibang-iba naman to, I'm sure. Taneo.
Niya tinagan mo. If you want it to be more parang magalang, niya nga'y tinagan mo.
Hey. Pero at least we have the same ngalan sa pangalan.
Parang
Okay. And then and Jao for Kapampangan?
The first one is ano pangalan mo? Nanuya ing lagyu mo. And then the one with the formal way, nanuya po ing lagyuyo.
So may po.
So yung po, it's po. Parang naging yu lang pa.
Okay. Wow.
Okay.
What a letter makes a difference, no? One letter makes a huge difference. Wow.
Okay. And
siguro parang from Luzon, no? The po thing is from Luzon.
Yeah.
Seems like it.
I think it's a Tagalog thing, no?
Not in the Visaya.
puro tone of voice lang sa Bisaya.
Oo. That's why they're so sweet, no? Mga Bisaya, pati parang mga Ilonggo, di ba?
And last but not least, waray-waray kay RG.
Ano iton ipangaran?
And for the formal one?
Wala pong po waray-waray.
Wala rin.
Tono rin.
Oo. Mas magalang tayo sa Tagalog.
Ewan.
Okay.
Name only.
Ito, this is a wonderful one. Okay.
Oh.
Mahal kita, mahal mo siya, mahal niya ay iba. Okay. So Mo, I erased the English one. How would you say this in English, Mo? Oh, Mo, you're muted.
Ay, sorry po. Mahal kita. I love you. Mahal mo siya. You love her or him.
Yeah.
Tapos mahal niya ay iba. He or she loves another one.
Well done. Galing, galing.
The classic Filipino problem.
Oo nga.
Yeah.
Salamat po. Paano natin yan sasabihin sa Bicolano, Kuya Tomas? Ay, nakamute.
Sorry. Padaba ta ka, padaba mo siya. Padaba niya iba man.
Okay. So the word that's really different is padaba.
Love, padaba.
Oh, love. Okay. And in Bisaya naman, Gami?
Gihigugmatika. Ano nga po yun?
Mahal mo siya, mahal kita, mahal mo siya, mahal niya yung iba.
Gihigugmatika, gihigugmani mo siya, pero lahi yang gihigugma.
Nako. It's easiest to stay with mahal kita.
Sa Hiligay Noy naman.
Palangga ta ka, palangga mo siya, pero lain man niya palangga or iban man niya palangga.
Oh, palangga, ga. Okay. Sa Ilocano naman.
Ayayatan ka. Ayayatan mo isuna. Ayayatan natin sa Bali.
Wow.
Wow, it's so long.
Sa Kapampangan? Sorry. Yeah, Kapampangan.
Oh, Kapampangan, si Jao.
Yeah. Kaluguran da ka, kaluguran me, aliwaya ing luluguran mo.
Wow.
I mean, yeah.
Ibang iba sa Tagalog. At sa waray-waray?
Higugmaon ko ikaw, higugmaon mo iya ginihigugma iba.
Ang narinig ko lang dyan na Tagalog, iba. Yeah.
Okay.
But are they all the siya? Is it all he, she in all the languages?
Oh, that's a good question. You know, because one of the things I point out to my students is he, she, and it is just one word in Tagalog, siya, which is so gender neutral, which is wonderful for a society. But what about in the other languages? Paano yung siya? Is it masculine and feminine at the same time, guys?
Yes, sa Bisaya po sa amin, yes po. Referring to someone.
Okay. What about Bicolano, Tomas?
Ganon din po.
Ganon din. And Hiligay nun?
Pareho lang po.
Ay, napakaganda. Ilocano?
Same po. Neutral rin po.
Neutral rin. And Kapampangan rin? And waray-waray?
Paras din po.
Ang ganda. This makes me fall in love with our culture so much more because, you know, in the Western cultures, there's such a big gender gap. And then, you know, do we use he or do we use she? It's always such an issue, even here in Germany. And for us, it's not an issue at all.
Oo nga. Galing, galing.
Okay. So this is a very special line. Diba? Now, if you do not know where this line came from, My dears, you have to earn your Magiliu stripes.
Okay, Vincent, ikanta mo na.
Hoy, ibubuking mo ako dito. Okay. So, this is from the chorus of K-Bye. Siguro ang pag-ibig mo sa akin ay pansamantala lang.
Girl.
Yeah. Oh, diba? Oh. Okay. So, we asked the boys also to translate this. And Mo, can you help our English learners there? What does this mean?
Wala, anong English niya? Joke. Ano po? Siguro ang pag-ibig mo sa akin ay pansamantala. Maybe your love for me is just temporary. That hurts.
Panalo, panalo.
Oh, wonderful. Okay. So, what about what's next? Bicolano, Thomas.
Bad ang pagkamot mo sa ko, pansamantala man sana.
Tus naman. How would you fit that into the song? Kaya pala you chose Tagalog. Okay. And alas, what about Bisaya?
Siguro ang pagigugma mo sa ako kay temporaryo ra.
Okay. And then let's do it quite quick because we're running out of time. Hiligay nun?
Siguro ang pagigugma mo sa akon labay lang.
Wow. Ilocano?
Siguro ti panagahat mo kanyak kat saan nga agnan na yun.
Wow, galing!
Nahirapan na si Taneo sa haba eh.
Kawaray-waray?
No, kapampangan muna si Jao.
Ay, sorry.
Siguro pansamantalaya mo, inglugod mo ka ako.
Oh my God.
And RG?
Siguro pagigugma mo akon madali ay la.
Nako, common word siguro. Okay.
Okay, so we had one last one, and if you saw the video of the guys, you probably missed this. This is the part where they're dancing with the coconuts, manlalatik, which is wonderful that you put it in there. And then on the background, you see this, but it's so hard to read it, and so it's wonderful that I was able to find a picture where you post in front of this saying. And for those who do not know this is attributed to Jose Rizal, our national hero in the Philippines. And Luigi, can you read us the Tagalog sentence?
Ang hindi magmahal sa sariling wika ay higit sa hayop at malansang isda.
Exactly. Nako, si Mo. Mo, you have to translate this into English.
Oo, sobrang literal po nitong translation na to. Sobrang word by word talaga. Sige, ito na lang po para makita. He who doesn't love his own language is worse than an animal and smelly fish.
Okay, exactly.
Okay, Bicolano, kuya.
Ang dai magpadaba sa sadiring lengguwahe ay higit pa, ay mas pa sa hayop asin malangsang sira.
Sira. Okay, isda. Bicolano, Bisaya.
Sira is isda.
Okay ba?
O si Kami o si Alas? Bisaya?
Ang wala nagigugma sa kagalingon nga sinultian, mas labaw pa sa hayop ug lansa nga isda.
Buti ang isda pareho lang everywhere. And hiligay nun?
Ang hindi ka bala magpalangga sa ngiyang nga tinaga, mas sobra pa sa sapat kay kagsalang sa nga isda.
Okay. Nanonotice ko ang malansa is everywhere.
Amin po langsa.
And Ilocano, si Taneo. Nako, ito yung mahaba naman, I'm sure.
Praise for it.
Sige, teach ito ha. Ti saan na nga bibigyan tinakayanakan na nga pagsasao kat nabangmang sitpay ngam ijay laes. Ijay nalaes nga lamos. There.
Okay, it's your turn, Mr.
And Kapampangan.
King lulugod, king sariling ama. Sige po, king animal ang pamalansamsan.
Ang haba rin.
Haba.
And last but not least, waray-waray with RG. But we can't hear you, RG.
Ay, nakamute.
Sorry po. Ulit. Hiton diri naghihigog mahit kalugaringon ngayakan mo orog lahiton hayop ngan malangsang isda.
Ay, malansarin is that
Balansarin. Pati hayop. Parang
Okay.
Okay.
So wonderful. Like I said, the guys wrote it all down for us. So we will send you all these translations so you can marvel at the wonders of Filipino languages and how they're so different from each other. And I think we're drawing to a close.
Yes, salamat.
Yeah. So I would say, wait a minute.
Taneo's raising his hand.
Oh yes, Taneo.
If you guys don't mind, is it okay if we post for our last picture or something?
Yes, definitely. Actually, bago tayo mag-bye, mag-screenshot muna tayo before we say goodbye. Let's take a screenshot souvenir first. Okay? So, I'll stop sharing. And then, so I think we have to, who's going to take the screenshot? Lahat na tayo, whoever wants to take a screenshot. But I guess we all have to say, to smile. So I'll count down. Yeah? I'll count down. Yeah?
Can we fit in everyone in one, We can't, no? It's 2 pages.
It's 2 pages? No. Sa akin, it's just 1 page.
Ako rin, Christina, 1 page lang sa akin.
Christina, ang lit ng monitor mo. Your monitor so small. I have it all on 1 page. You do it then. Okay, so let's count down. On the count of 3, we smile. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Cheese. Okay.
Isa pa.
Okay, so count again. Wait a minute.
Sa Tagalog, mag-count ka sa Tagalog, bilang sa Tagalog.
Dapat si Tanay yung pa-count natin, hindi pa tayo matatapos bukas. Wait a minute. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, cheese! Okay, thank you so much. I would say, salamat alamat.
Okay, bye.
Alamat, handa. Huwag mo nang pigilan ang laman ng iyong damdamin. Alam ko na ang tunay mo na dahilan. Ba't agad kang umalis? Sana nagsabi mo na sa'kin para naman napaghandaan, yeah. Huwag bigla ka na lang umalis, hindi ka na